Welcome back. The program is still Good Morning Abuja. And yes, this morning we are diving deep into the world of tech and how tech and startups have been able to shape not just the Nigerian business environment and spearheading the advancements, but also taking a look at how some tech startups have been able to shape advancements in the Western countries. Yes, the program is Good Morning Abuja, and this morning I am joined by Mr. Ugochukwu Akogasi. Good morning, and thank you for coming on the program.
Good morning, sir, and thank you for inviting me.
Yes, Mr. Akogasi here is a tech expert, somebody who has made himself available to be able to give back some of those things he has acquired through the years by way of knowledge to the younger generations who are coming behind. And that is why, as the CEO of CampServe Camera Zone and Technologies, he's better suited to talk about empowering these youths of those days, as the Nigerian youths, to be able to get tech knowledge so as to drive startups that will change the narrative of this beautiful country, Nigeria. So you're welcome once more.
Thank you, Laoban.
All right. So we are talking about Nigerian youths. We're talking about tech startups as well as innovation as a pathway to reducing youth restlessness. Nigeria is a country of over 200 million people, and they say over 60% of this population are young people. So what that means is that uh, on every street corner, at every balcony, if you look, you'll find a youth who is doing nothing, basically, just standing there because he has nothing to do. In trying to get this country working, the youths are the ones that would have to do all this work. The older ones will only give guidance. You started something already. You are already trying to give back some knowledge that you've gathered through the years. But let us now look at first tech startups and innovations. What, in your own opinion, now is considered tech startups, and how can they drive the innovations that we need to advance this country?
Thank you very much. First of all, I appreciate you for calling me. This is the biggest challenge we have now. The youth, and the youth have to be engaged. There are a lot of ways to encourage youth into this in this era of technology. First, we have to make provisions for tech development. Tech development, which means encouraging technical education.
Okay.
Technical education in our schools, in our universities, in our colleges, so that they can be able to understand software, photography, website design, robotics. Because whatever we are saying without educating the youths and inputting those skills in them, we have not started. And also, the second one is that when we educate them, we expose them to the online teachings too. There are a lot of teaching platforms online, like the Coursera, like I'm not doing advert for them, but we have to embrace those digital schools. And also, we encourage them to be entrepreneurs. That is, first of all, we teach them, then we encourage them to be, and then they will participate.
Amazing. When you talk about the Nigerian youths, it seems like we try to paint the youth as being indolent, as if they do not want to do anything. But we know they're challenged. In your perspective, what are some of these challenges that they could be facing when they want to get into the tech industry? Say they want to get this knowledge you talk about from our universities, our colleges, down to even the Coursera online classes and all of those. What are those things that could inhibit them from maximizing the potential that these platforms provide?
Thank you very much. The issue is this. I have told you before, the biggest ignorance on earth is not what you don't know, but what you don't know that you don't know.
Mm.
The youth have to be carried along.
Mm.
They are exposed and they have some limitation. So digital exposure, technology enhancement. First of all, the ones that are already on it, they have to be encouraged. The ones that are limited have to be educated so that they can harness this all-encompassing industry. The whole world in multimedia is number one, and there is no competition. These youths have to open their eyes, and we open their eyes even when they refuse to open. I'll give you an example. Somebody is doing BA Hausa. He's complaining, bitter, because he say government this, government that. No, he can open a Zoom platform and be teaching Hausa to people in the US and make $3,000 a month. He doesn't need, she does, or he doesn't need that any expertise. What he just have to do is use his phone or her phone, create a Zoom account, create social media account, get internet, be on Instagram or Facebook or what, and advertise what he or she can do. In first year, he or she can train himself. But the challenge is like what I said. Most of the time, we have to bring them from that dogma of complain and blame. Because the biggest challenge we are having is criticism, complaint, castigation, and a lot of things associated with life. And the person will now become, as if to say, is restive. But when he has a focus and a direct focus and is directed to discover the potentials in him and around him, the youths will kick off. So they need encouragement. Also, we have to, when we encourage them, we provide the necessary things possible. What is it? Community awareness. Calling them, starting seminars, workshop, competitions. Then they will know that there are the opportunities available and they can harness it. So I'm talking to the youth now. None of them should think that is incapacitated. It's just like a loose man's game. No matter your age, no matter whatever, you can be on the social media, learn constructive skills and productive skills, and move forward with your life. The bundle you use in watching these things can also give you so much money because you get educated digitally and then practice the digital, be participating and participate in the digital economy.
Amazing. Quickly, let's take a short break. Let's continue our conversation. We have a big problem. We hear of Yahoo Yahoo. It's not the absence of the knowledge that's not there. It's the proper guidance to the knowledge. So share with us some of those things.
Thank you, Laraban. The blue economy is so big. And as you said, the X, the Elon Musk, yes, the biggest challenge in life is for you to sit down and want to get to the top without starting. There must be a starting point. And the way it's being done is this. The young ones, there are a lot of workshops, there are a lot of platforms which they can key into. As I've said, learn. Then they become entrepreneurs. When they become entrepreneurs, then they will participate in the digital economy. The participating in the digital economy means, okay, I can have an Instagram page, John and Peter and Sons. What happens? You are selling clothes. You don't own any boutique. You go to people that are selling clothes, snap the pictures of their clothes, put it on your Instagram page, and you are already an entrepreneur. I told you, just somebody that came for youth service, he has iPhone 12. He's living in Guarimpa, he's complaining. Why? There is a woman in a decent environment cooking food. What does he do? Go to that woman place, ma'am, I want to be a partner. Snap every food, they abode everything, put it on an Instagram page of his or her Facebook. Before you know it, I'll give you 3 months. You will sell better than that woman, more than that woman, because the people that will patronize her are the people that don't have time but have the money. Immediately they confirm that the environment is good and there is decency. We start getting orders, mega orders. We have a board meeting. Can I have 500 plates? What is she or he investing? Basically, only bundle. She is investing only bundle, and bundle is cheap. The Uber and every other person they are paying for it. So I want the youth to know there is a light at the end of the tunnel, on condition that you recognize the tunnel. Because most of the time, the biggest challenge we have is to sit down and complain, criticize, instead of thinking ahead.
So you've talked about tech hubs. I wanted to ask you what relevance those tech hubs play, especially given the fact that we saw one of the tech hubs built by the government in Kano destroyed and looted during the last protest. But now let's talk to the youths generally, and because we're running out of time, your advice to the Nigerian youths that intend to get into this tech space, what would it be?
Thank you very much. My advice is to them is follow the right way, follow the right people, and have a good and constructive mindset. Avoid evil. Don't blame anybody for your challenge. Be focused and discover yourself. If you can discover yourself, you will succeed.
That's amazing. If you can discover yourself, you will succeed, says our guest on the show this morning, Mr. Ugochukwu Akogasi, CEO, Camera Zone and CamSAF Technologies. It's been a pleasure having you on the show this morning.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and our conversation this morning has been about the Nigerian youths, tech startups, and innovation as a way of boosting the blue economy and getting us up to speed, technological wise, so that we'll be able to say, hey, we're not just great because we have the numbers or because we are blacks. No, we're great because we are built that way by God, infused with all the necessary things to keep us ahead. The program is Good Morning Abuja. Let's quickly go on this musical break. When we come back, we'll bring you so much more on the show. Stay with us. Welcome back from that musical break. Yes, the program is still Good Morning Abuja. It's a beautiful Tuesday here in the capital city. And this time, I want to move on to happier discussions now, especially considering the fact that Nigerians are super excited. Star boy Osibaba, Osisho, Osigo scorer was on the score sheet as he puts in that beautiful kick that saw Nigeria defeat the Benin Republic boys by 3-0. Yes, you know, when they came here, they gave us a whooping that was that we were not happy about. We felt very, very sad. And people already saying, yes, the man who knows Nigerian football, talking about the coach, Augustine Eguavon, is at the helms of affair. That's why we're able to see such a convenient display put up by our boys. Shout out to Ademola Lukman for scoring 2 goals in that match. Shout out to all the players, the coaching crew, and to us Nigerians who watched that match and are super excited. Our bragging right is back, considering the fact that we're playing another game tomorrow we are full of confidence. But to delve into this world with me this morning is none other but sports journalist extraordinaire. I'm talking about Abdullahi Ajia, who also anchors a program known as Capital Sports here on NTV Channel 5. It's a pleasure having you on the show this morning.
All right, well, super presenter, if you allow me to say, and for all this hype and accolade, I want to say I appreciate and always grateful to be part of the program.
This is not hype. This is who you are. You are amazing. You are as a sport journalist. You are always out there trying to see that the Nigerian sports environment gets the needed limelight so that it could not only serve as a means to get our youths into productive ventures, but could also serve as a means to get tired minds to enjoy sports and be able to follow up on sports. So, irrespective of where you are, when you tune in to NTA Abuja Channel 5 and catch Abdullah Ajia as it brings you Capital Sports Live, you will just be transported from that sport onto whatever sporting environment he's talking about. But this morning, let's discuss a bit about let's start from football. I want us to look at it from the recent win we just had against the Benin boys. Tell me, how did you feel going to that match?
Well, thank you very much. For some of us that have followed our own darling Super Eagles, I always want to call them in recent time. We've not had it so well. So going into the African Cup of Nations qualifiers 2025 opening game was not without the usual anxiety and apprehension of our own Super League. Will they deliver? Will they not deliver as usual? And also coming on the heels of the long absence of coach, for the team. Yes, the Augustine Ogavon came in. Yes, he's somebody who has been tactical. He knows the team very well. Yes, but he wasn't there in recent time. But coming at the 11th hour, so a lot of things put together. We had our fears of facing the same people who beat us in the World Cup qualifier. Don't forget, we are in the same group with them.
Yes,
as far as the World Cup qualifiers is also concerned. They beat us. So we never expected a team like Benin Republic, with due respect to them, that they would beat the Super Eagles. So we had that fear of them coming now this time around the Nations Cup qualifiers to cause upset, cause problems for us. But we were able to subdue them. We were able to, show class. And in a very long time, Nigerians haven't got the best of the Super Eagles with a convincing win this time around, winning without much anxiety that will take you to the 90 minutes. Yes, we saw the goal from Lukman, the opener, that, calmed us a little bit down. Before we could swallow much more saliva, we got the second one.
The second one was before, as we were still brimming,
so
and that's
it became like a walkover, 3-0. We showed class and we showed the class and the respect we deserve from them. Yes, we got it. Don't forget their coaches, one of our former coach.
Yes, that was one of the things that we were worried about. This is our former coach. He left us after he took us very far in our last outing at the Nations Cup, and here he is coaching Benin. So it means we were bad for him to be able to beat us with a team that we know is not as good as ours.
Okay, well, if you look at the loss to Benin, the Cheetahs of Benin in the World Cup qualifiers, pundits will take it from different perspectives.
Okay.
Some would have blamed it on the immediate past coach, Jose Pesero. No, sorry, what's his name? Finidi George,
Yes.
who came in. We're thinking he was coming to do so much, but the way he left a lot to be desired. But that is a talk for another day. So so many people would have blamed it on so many reasons, but I think getting our footings back under Eguavon, I think we saw the tactics and we saw even from the boys, you could see that they were hungry for goals and they got the goals. We saw the commitment from the players. It was a different ball game altogether, and the result came to us. Moving forward, I think they still have another game against Rwanda. Don't forget, as we speak, we're still on top of the group.
Yes.
So first match, we got our 3 points with our own 3 goals. We've not conceded. So we're going to face Rwanda. Yes, the first match, Rwanda were able to play, I think, a 1-1 draw with Libya. we're in the same group: Nigeria, Benin Republic,
Yeah,
Libya,
and
and
Rwanda.
Rwanda. So we have a date tomorrow. The boys are already in Kigali to face the Rwandan team. So hopefully, the coach has told us that they are also gunning for 3 points. So if we're able to get or garner more 3 points, we'll put it in the kitty in the as far as this FIFA window is concerned. So we go relax and do other homework to ensure that we qualify for Morocco 2025.
Amazing. And yes, that is the dream to see that our boys are represented when African brothers trade tackles in Morocco. That's in the year 2025. Next year, I must say, we want to be properly represented there. So kudos to our boys. But now let's shift from the world of football or Nigerian Super Eagles and go into the world of the Nigerian Premier Football
Football League.
League. Yes. We've seen some interesting matches over the weekend. Some good tackles were traded, some beautiful goals scored, and it looks like the Nigerian Premier Football League is back.
Okay, well, quickly, before we come to the Nigerian Premier Football League, I would also want to commend our under 20 girls who are currently in Colombia now, representing us as far as the FIFA under 20 Women's World Cup is concerned.
Yes, yes.
Our girls were ruthless against Venezuela, 4-0, which I think was a very good result too. They were able to trash or whitewash the Venezuelan team. Yes, first match we also won. Second match we lost to powerful Germany. But as
Yes.
we speak, I think we've qualified for the round of 16,
Amazing.
and it's likely we're going to face Japan. They are also a good footballing nation as far as the women football is concerned. So I think kudos to Chris Danjuma team. They are doing very well and they're representing us very well. Let us keep our eyes, on the goal, which is the ultimate bringing back the under 20 Women's World Cup trophy. Yes, we've been in the finals before. We've gone the semi-final, quarter-final, but this time around, I think bringing back the cup would be very, very interesting and very good for Nigeria for something to cheer as far as football is concerned.
Amazing. So
So
kudos to our girls there.
now, if we now bring it down to our own league, now that we've always enjoyed our fellow compatriot to support, it is not
Yes.
about the Premiership out there
No.
in Europe, in England, in La Liga. No, our own very, a league here. We are to promote it together. We are to sell it together, and we must appreciate it. Yes, I agree with you. Interesting matches, and is the start of the season. Some of these boys have not been, they've been rusty. You cannot talk 100% fitness. Yes, they're just returning. Some of them would have to play 1, 2, 3, 4 matches before they begin to pick up and get things up. But the coaches are also who are very hungry from the very first day will want to get winning to be able to make a statement. 3 points on the table like any other team. We saw a very good result in Nasarawa in the Lafayette Township Stadium, where Nasarawa United and Shooting Stars played out a 1-1 draw. Kano Pillars, yes, I think they are coming back to the Nigerian elite football. I think is beginning to gather momentum. I think a 3-0 against
3-0, yes.
Ikorodu City, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken. And there was also a couple of, I think, 3 away wins, which I think is good for the league. Before you don't get to hear about a team going away to win
Win.
because of so many reasons. But today, I think we're growing, the league is improving, and the managers of the league are also putting in their best to ensure discipline, to also ensure that we grow in all ramification. And we saw a couple of draws also, which I think is good for us.
Yes, it's been goals galore at the Nigerian Professional Football League. In fact, I was so excited. I went around trying to see if I could lay my hands on any of the jerseys of these teams so that I could just start supporting. Unfortunately, it looks like getting our own Nigerian Football League teams jerseys is harder than any other. We could find that of Arsenal, Chelsea, and all the other football clubs. But trust me, I went around the city and I could not get that of Kano Pillars, Shooting Stars, Enyimba, and that is something that people, whoever the authority responsible or the people who are responsible for selling these jerseys need to think about. You need to make this available for us to be able to buy so that we can continue together to grow the Nigerian Professional Football League. Now, you wanted to add
Yes,
something?
oh yeah, talking about the kits, the jerseys. Yes, this is one aspect that we've also talked about over time and again. That you need to do aggressive marketing. It is one aspect where you get money for the club.
Yes.
You remember when Cristiano Ronaldo joined Real Madrid, they made the money they bought him from Manchester United from the sales of jersey
In
alone,
just one day.
just from the sales of jersey alone. So this issue has come up over and over again. Even the so-called Super Eagles jersey, I think the NFF marketing department and other club owners or clubs that we have in the country have not done so well when it comes to the marketing aspect of producing and reproducing some of these kits and sell to your fans. Yes, it's part of another way you can also drive, a fan base.
League.
Generate money while you also create more fun. Yes, we are here talking about we supporting our own league. How do we support? If a presenter is talking about looking for some of these jerseys to buy, probably to adorn on the day they are playing these matches, to show your support, we don't get them. So I think it's one area they have to look inward to ensure that the availability of these kits are all over the place for fans who want to support them, get them, and also fly them wherever they want to fly them. It brings more promotion for the club,
Of course.
more awareness and sensitization
As
for
well
us
as
to
elicit a sense of nationalism
exactly,
amongst
exactly,
we
exactly,
Nigerians who will be
exactly,
supporting this club.
exactly.
Well, it's time for us to quickly take a short break. When we come back, I and Abdullahi will discuss the Paralympics that is happening. And in fact, the stories that we are getting from there are mind calming, I would say. But quickly, let's go on a short break. So welcome back. We are discussing sports here in the studio this morning on the program Good Morning Abuja, and of course, sports journalists, sports pundits, and sports enthusiasts. All of these descriptions are meant for one person. I'm talking about the remarkable Abdullahi Ajia, who also produces and presents a program on NTM Channel 5, the Unity station, known as Capital Sports. Yes, that program is a must watch. I would like you to keep a date and join that program. Is live. You will not regret that. If you're not watching already, and if you're watching, of course, you already know him. And of course, he's always out there bringing us latest news and information on sports activities that involve us Nigerians. And for that, I would like to thank you on behalf of our fans to say thank you for keeping us abreast of situations as it concerns our brothers and sisters who are representing us on the sporting scene. But now let's delve into the world of the Paralympics. Our last outing at the Olympics in France, Paris, was not very, very good. Many Nigerians were disappointed that we could not return with something tangible, and that in itself made people lose interest. But the Paralympics is on. So far, we have taken over 2 golds and so many silvers and bronze, and some names there. Some names, people who have been consistent through the years in making sure that Nigeria is not only represented but they dominate in the field of their own participation. Notably among them is Folashade Oluwafemi Ayo, who on Sunday claimed a gold medal. And in fact, that was a great one. Of course, she has participated in 3 consecutive Paralympics and all she has won medals. Amazing.
Well, amazing. I want to agree with you. And for those who will dig down history, this is not the first time the able-bodied the able-bodied athletes will go to Olympics and come back empty-handed. I think virtually for a fourth time.
Yeah.
So we're used to that, which I think is not too good. But there is this saying that there is ability and disability.
Disability.
They have come to redefine and define it properly, because in so many outings of our para Olympics, they have come back with so many medals for us. And I think we will continue to support them. This time around, yes, some of us have our own little fear. Yes, I think there was a time we were able to amass up to 11 medals. But this time around, so far, we've gotten 7 medals, which I think we need to also investigate. Why don't we get more medals? Why are we dropping? I think is a question that we need answers to. I think we need to support them more preparation. We need to give them all the required facilities that they require to be able to do us well. Now, if you break it down, 2 gold, uh, 3 silver, and 2 bronze, amounting to 7 medals so far, I think is a very good one. And if you look at Folashade Oluwafemi Ayo, it's not just only winning the gold medal for you as Nigerians, but she's also setting or breaking new records. She
Yes.
broke the last record she
Record,
set at
yes.
the Tokyo Olympics.
Yes, for
So
165
it
kg,
is
she
not
did
only the
166
medal,
now.
she has set another record that somebody will also have to come and break in case even if she's retiring. So somebody have to, work harder, to come and break such record. The medal is there, the gold is there, but she has also set another record that people will have to come and break. And now, if take it away from that, we also saw Mark also got us. I think our first gold was from Mark earlier
Yes,
before
Onyinyechi
Folashade.
Mark,
Yes,
yes.
and there were also the first medal came from Bolaji, Eniola Bolaji. I
Yes.
think bronze. So I think give and take will have something to chase. Not good enough that a country like Nigeria, with over 200 million, people, would go to a major tournament like the Olympics and return empty-handed. I don't think it's unexplainable. There is no sense in it if we go and then come back with something. At least we should be able to identify areas of comparative advantage. What can we do best? And then we expend more energy on it and be able to see we can beat our chest and come back with something. The Kenyans, they know their areas of strength. The Ethiopians, they know if it is long distance races, leave it to them. Yes, even though other people are coming to challenge them, but we know it seems to be like an exclusive right to them. When they are going for long distance races, you know that they are sure of a medal. If they're not getting the gold, the silver, or bronze will definitely be in their kitty at the end of the day.
That's very true. But before we round up, because we are running out of time, let's touch on sports here in the FCT. What is what is going on here in the FCT? We have some interesting facilities, and we are not seeing them being put to use. Just quickly tell us what your thoughts are on sports development here in the FCT as regards how the FCT minister or the government is making provisions for people in the FCT to be able to be fit and ready for whatever sports competition that will come.
Okay, thank you very much. This one I think is like homecoming, and
Yes, coming back
this
home.
one is directly what we do. And just a couple of days ago, I was in Kuje Township Stadium, where we saw the final of a Challenge Cup organized by an individual, a barrister. And
Wonderful.
I think that is the way to go. It's not as if competitions or tournaments are not held. Probably the reach or the coverage is what we should be talking about now. But I'm assuring you that there are a couple of competitions going on at the grassroots level. If you go to the area councils, I'm very sure there are a lot of competitions that are going on there. And even at the old paragraph, very close to us here, just last week, there is a basketball championship being supported by partners. And they are all over. If you go around, you see some of these competitions, all targeting to get, latent talents, nurture them for national and international glory. So it's not as if they are not taking place; they are taking place, and but we're just hoping that more investors will come in, more stakeholders will come in, and administrators also will open their doors to this partnership that will see our young lads expressing themselves. Those who can play football. Those who can dunk the basketball court, do that. The volleyball is there. We have a number of these sports,
Table
karate,
tennis,
and don't forget also our own very Mariam Gimba,
yes,
has
representing
been
Nigeria
representing
there.
in FCT and also, representing the country. I
Yes.
think if those grassroots competitions are not too good, then you will not be able to churn out such talents that could even go represent you internationally. So I think it's a very good one, and there is a way to go, and all of us should be able to support these young talents at the grassroots until we see them at the national stage. And also, sorry, the Kuje one I spoke about, one of the players there uh, participated in Nigeria under 17 team. So you see, if you go down there, these raw talents are there. You can't tell us that we don't have the players that will go and represent Nigeria and win World Cup at the junior level, under 20 level, or except if you are not looking, at the hinterland and the local areas to be able to, and fish this, identify these talents, nurture them, and give them the necessary support. And we see them growing from one level to the other until we see them at the national, level where we think we'll be sure of something good for the country.
Yes, amazing, amazing. Lots of private individuals doing beautifully well as regards putting competitions together to get our youth to participate. And yes, Nigeria is a country blessed with so much talent. And just like Abdullah said, we have the capacity to dominate the world of sports if only we will make the adequate and proper provisions for some of these talents to train and get themselves the necessary knowledge to be able to participate. We're talking sports here and on the studio, that is in the studio, NTW Channel 5 studio. Good morning, Abuja. And it's been an interesting time with Abdullah. Abdullah, thank you so much for creating time out of your very busy schedule to be able to share with our viewers your opinion on sports and some of the things we'll be participating. It's a good time. Weekend these days, everybody's out there enjoying one sport or the other.
And we can't go without congratulating Yannick Sinner, the Italian who has won the US Open, and I think his second major Grand Slam title. Congratulations to him. I think he's a great one. And moving forward, I think he has so much prospect to win more Grand Slams in his career.
Amazing, amazing. Tennis is a very beautiful game. I like watching it, I enjoy it. I think if there was a sport I would have done myself professionally, that would have been tennis. So good one. And whatever you do, make sure you engage in one sport or the other, if not for the purpose of exercises, at least you could become a professional athlete. The program is still Good Morning Abuja. We'll take this very short break. When we come back, we'll continue. But first, let me thank Abdullah Ajian for coming. Thank you for coming on the show.
It's always my pleasure to be here.
All right. So let's take this short break. We'll be back shortly.